September 2018, and a threatening Category 4 hurricane named Florence is barreling towards the east coast of the USA. In the firing line is the city of Wilmington, North Carolina. Watching the hurricane closely are storm chasers Gabe Cox and Jeff Mangum, otherwise known as the Tornado Trackers.
We grew up loving tornadoes and decided one day to go out storm chasing.
We started to talk about storms and watch videos of storms, and then eventually started to chase storms together.
Storm chasing is a dangerous pursuit. But while most residents prepare to evacuate, the Tornado Trackers head to North Carolina to document Florence's arrival.
We knew as it approached land that with its sheer size and power, that not only North and South Carolina, but all the states around it were going to feel significant impacts.
As the hurricane approaches land, its power lessens, and Florence becomes a Category 1. Ready and waiting, the Tornado Trackers brace themselves for impact.
There starts to be that excitement, like, okay, it's happening now, let's get into game mode. And it wasn't until the eye wall moved into Wilmington, it ramped up almost instantly, and that's when things started to go flying.
911, what is the emergency?
Do not go outside.
Right now, due to the weather, our units are on lockdown.
As Florence slams into North Carolina, its downgrading lulls the storm chasers into a false sense of security.
I think we expected the winds to be a lot less because it had been a Category 1, but we realized as we positioned ourselves downtown that the wind was actually funneling through the buildings and creating a wind tunnel effect.
The howling of the wind, just the pure, terrifying sound that I had not heard before with a hurricane, and it's unrelenting.
That's when we realized that this wasn't going to be the typical Category 1 that we had experienced in the past, and it was turning into a dangerous situation to be out in.
This is what a Category 1 looks like, everyone.
Amazed by the fearsome strength of Florence, Gabe ventures inside the hurricane's eye wall.
Okay, there's a massive gust up here. I'm gonna take you up to this street, get a good view.
You had these areas where the wind was coming from one direction, but it was shooting through the alley in another direction, and you would have winds well over 100 miles an hour.
Now you know why I'm staying behind this wall.
I was still in the car, and about 5-6 feet to my right, this large beam that was on the roof of this 8 or 9 story building came straight down. And it was the loudest, most frightening sound. It didn't just catch me off guard, it immediately let me know all it takes is one piece of debris and your life is gone.
As night falls, the Tornado Trackers move from the city streets to an unattended gas station.
To watch something so heavy and so big look like just a little toy that was being tossed aside by the wind, it was not just frightening, but it's humbling. You're also wondering, why am I out here right now? Is this worth it?
I realized, okay, now we're in a really vulnerable situation, and we had to get out immediately.
But the next morning, as they try to make their escape,
Oh my God.
Florence unleashes a dangerous sting in her tail. Torrential rain.
It was flooding areas that had never been flooded before. So people were caught off guard. There was a massive natural disaster.
Unprecedented rainfall brings catastrophic flooding across the Carolinas. As residents become trapped in water levels as high as 10 feet in some areas, emergency rescue efforts get underway. Responding to the scene is the US Coastguard and helicopter pilot Rick Williams.
As soon as the storm began to hit landfall, calls started coming in, we immediately launched and headed down south. It was massive amounts of turbulence. We were facing winds from 40 to 70 knots. We started just conducting an overhead search, flying over the houses that looked like they were taking the worst damage and trying to see if anybody needed assistance.
Also helping with the response are mother and son, Chris and Gail Rogers, who drive 200 miles with a rental truck full of supplies.
We saw that Wilmington had gotten hit really hard, that it had flooded around the city. We thought it might be a little adventurous on the way. We would get to see the damage that had been caused by the hurricane. On the way up, we saw plenty of trees down, houses with the water up to their porches.
As they reach Wilmington, Gail and Chris suddenly realize they're driving into danger.
As I got into the water a little bit, I realized that I can't see the road. All I can see is glimpses of yellow lines here and there.
See that yellow line right there?
Yep, that's the right line. I got the left one right here on my other tire. I got them right there in front of me. She was freaking out a little bit, and so I'm trying to make sure that she knows that it's okay.
Oh my God. Christopher!
Come on, calm down.
You could hear the force of the water going across the road. It was very loud. Oh my God. By this point, it was pretty high on the truck then, and we thought something was probably gonna go wrong.
It's just water as far as you can see, and trucks as far as you can see going, and an 18-wheeler coming the other way just pushed us off the road with their wave.
Go, 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 go. It's lifting us up!
Once that wave of water had hit the truck, there was no wheels on the ground anymore, so there's no control. It's just floating at that point.
Oh. Okay, get out! Get out! Get out! You could feel the truck starting to float, start thinking about exit strategy very, very fast.
Later, Carolina residents fight for survival as they become trapped in Florence's floodwaters.
1, 2, 3.
And rescuers brave the most challenging of missions.
You can't train hard enough to prepare yourself to face what Mother Nature is going to throw at you.